In this lecture, I'm going to show you this male reproductive model. And we're going to start with the obvious bits here. The penis is here, okay? It has three primary parts. The end, the distal end is the glans, G-L-A-N-S. There's no D in it. The main part of it is the body or the shaft. And then it is anchored into the body with the root. And this is going to extend from where the penis joins the body back into here, into this pelvic floor. The scrotum is here. This is our skin sac that holds the testis, the epididymis, and then the spermatic cord, which is this structure, is going to extend up out of the scrotum and into the body. Okay, let's go back to the penis for just a moment. Let's look at a cross section so that we can see the erectile tissues. We've got two groups of erectile tissues. This one is the corpus cavernosum. Notice it has little cavities or caverns in it. And then this other part that's dark red on this model, this is the corpus spongiosum. Both of these sets of tissues are going to fill with blood to create an erection. The tube going through this corpus spongiosum is the urethra. This part is called the spongy urethra because it's going through the corpus spongiosum. The urethra exits and has a urethral orifice at the tip of the glands. Okay. Notice that the corpus spongiosum does not extend all the way to the glands. The corpus cavernosum does not extend to the glands. The corpus spongiosum does. Okay. All right. Now let's talk about sperm development. Sperm is going to be made in the testis. There's lots and lots of little tubules over here. They are going to deliver those sperm to another set of tubules here in the epididymis. Remember, E-P-I-D-Y-M-I-S. No, E-P-I-D-I-D-Y-M-I-S. Epididymis. Yeah. Sperm are going to develop into their final physical form here and then exit the end of the epididymis here, and now this tube is the vas deferens. Vas deferens or ductus deferens, either one is correct. Vas ductus deferens, it's too much. Just either call it the vas deferens or the ductus deferens. The vas deferens is going to travel up through this spermatic cord. Notice there are also blood vessels here. This is the gonadal artery and vein here, okay, which are going to branch and provide blood to all of these structures in the scrotum. The vas deferens travels up through the spermatic cord, up over the kind of top and side of the bladder. That's what this is. And then as it goes around the back of the bladder, it actually goes over the ureter. Here's the ureter too. This would connect to the kidney. You can see the other ureter here, there it is, extending up to the kidney. The vas deferens is then going, at this point it only carries sperm. Once it gets to this gland here, we're going to start to get more fluids that increase the volume of what will eventually be the semen. This is the seminal vesicle, and we can cross-section this so we can see it looks really glandular inside. That's going to provide some of the fluids for the semen. And then the vas deferens extends down into the prostate gland that sits here right under the bladder. If you're wondering why this looks muscular here, they've taken off the capsule around the bladder or the connective tissue around the bladder to show us the muscles of the bladder. Okay, so let me take this off so that we can see the cross section here. So we have the cross section of the bladder with the urethra exiting the bladder through the prostate gland. The vas deferens joins with the urethra, and from this point, it is the urethra. The urethra is shared by the urinary and the reproductive systems in the human male. In the human female, the urethra and the vagina are separate tubes. All right, and from this point, either at one time, the urethra is going to carry urine out through the penis to the outside environment. At other times, it will carry the semen, which is going to be sperm from the testis, plus fluids from the seminal vesicles there, plus fluid from the prostate gland, plus fluid from one more gland that we can't see because it's down here in this layer of the muscles of the pelvic floor. That's the bulbourethral gland, and that's going to provide the final fluid. Now we have a fluid called semen, which is what gets ejaculated out of the penis there at the tip of the glands. In an uncircumcised male, let me go back to the penis for just a moment. In an uncircumcised male, this glans is covered with a layer of skin called the foreskin or the prepuce. In a circumcised male, that foreskin is removed and the glans is uncovered. That is your male reproductive model. Penis, testis, epididymis, vas deferens, bladder, urethra, seminal vesicle, prostate gland, not seen in this film, bulbourethral gland, spongy urethra, corpus cavernosum, corpus spongiosum. There you have it.